Hello. Hey, Facebook. Hey, Instagram. Hi, YouTube. Hello, Valtopia. Hey, honey, it's Val, and I'm live. It is Tuesday, 3:51 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles. I'm in Hollywood, honey. It's time for some Valtopia TV. Yes. So I'm inviting Jen Russman today to join me. She's one of my current clients. I have a nice roster full of incredible one-to-one clients right now and group clients. And Jen invested in my Valtopia biz expansion, and she is just booming. I just want to share her story because she's so fired up, and it's such a powerful experience to understand yourself and how powerful you are. So say hello if you're here. Let me share this, and she'll be on with me in a moment, and we're gonna get into this. And I have my cards, and we're gonna tune into the energy after this eclipse. How are you guys feeling? Personally, I've been sleepy. I've been so sleepy. So I've been resting and working with my clients and doing things. Hi, Agnes. Welcome. How are you? All right, so I'm just going to share this to my page. So you want to watch this today. This is for you if you've ever been in the loop, which everybody's been in the loop of your own behavioral pattern, where you keep finding yourself encountering a situation that you've decided you want to move beyond. And whether it's a financial limitation, a personal limitation, any type of sabotage, anywhere you're adjusting your life experience to feel better and make more money and feel good in your own skin, and you find yourself up against a wall that you're creating for yourself, this is for you. We're going to talk about when your mind wants to hold on to identities about who you are, and that's keeping you stuck in a loop, even though you're trying really hard to move beyond that identity. If this is you, or if this interests you, put in the comments, oh my God, I want to hear this. All right, so let me share this. Hello, everybody. Say hello. Hi, Trisha. I'm just sharing this around. It's taking me forever. This is going to be great. And Jen's going to join us and share her experience as one of my clients who really had, you know, a huge transformational shift in a matter of hours. There she is. Hey, Jen. I'm going to get you on here. I'm just sharing to all the groups and all the places. And then I'm going to introduce you. We're going to have some fun here. Join us live. And we're going to share to my page. And it's good to be live. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me put this to my page, and then we can get started. Share. All right. Oops, that's not what I want to say. Let it go. Okay, I'm just going to put that, and then I'll put the title in later. All right, there we go. Hi, Agnes. Agnes feels lost. All right, so we're going to talk about this. So, let me see, Jen. Can I add you from here? This is my. Yeah, I can. Add to a shared video, and we're going to talk about this experience because Jen is a really powerful. There she is. Look at us. On top. Yay!
Yeah, you get to be on top today.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, no. Well, you're looking gorgeous. Are you kidding me?
Thank you. I have a filter on, so just, I don't even have makeup on. But the Facebook makes me look like I went to the salon.
That was me yesterday. Yeah.
So, Jen, welcome. For everybody that's watching, if you're new to me, I'm your cosmic tour guide. I'm here to help you build and expand your creative spiritual business and be yourself so that you can feel good in your skin and trust what's naturally coming through you. And most of you that come to me are highly gifted, but you've had a life experience of suppression and repression of who you really are. So I want you to just riff right now, like, why'd you book in with me, and then what's happening now? Because you're just like, every week it's like new stuff happening and popping open, right?
I don't even know where to start. Like the last live we did, I really talked about like the first part of everything. I just, I've been following you for a while, and I've known that I needed to be in your space. I needed to be connected with you. I needed to work with you. You were speaking my language, even though I didn't fully understand your language at the time. But I knew that's my language. I'm going to learn it. And my soul recognized it, right? So that's the main reason that I knew I could trust and book in with you, because I follow my divine guidance and I was divinely led to you. The timing of me booking in with you was, I've done so much work, and I struggled for several years finding my voice, putting my message out there, finding success online. And I really struggled with the visibility piece because for me, it was ingrained in me cellularly, and I had trauma response in my body because it was conditioned to me that, being visible was not safe. So I had to go through all these breakthroughs, and I was almost there, but I wasn't quite there. And then I just knew I needed to book in with you, because I knew that you were going to take me to the next level that I needed to go. Because I was amidst my breakthrough, like after 3 years of struggle, I finally started experiencing my financial breakthrough online a couple months ago. And then I just knew. I said, you know what? I got to just take what I got. I got to invest. And this is what I'm doing.
And you like you said, the bundle. So you did some self-guided study, and that opened you up to an awareness of your body.
It absolutely did.
Feeling grounded.
Yes, and that was my first taste of Valtopia, and I felt like really being grounded for the first time in my body. I think probably in my whole life, because of the trauma, I've been kind of floating around, half in, half out, detached, disassociating, numbing out with substances, you name it, I've been through it. And so just kind of like hanging out, but not really fully landing in my body. And then I did the bundle, and I had that experience of like, oh, wow, like I felt so weighted, and like my legs, which are always restless, were still, and I could just feel like being pulled into the ground, and just really present in the weight of my body in
I love this
safe way.
People don't realize, like, it seems like such an easy thing, and once you've done it, you're like, oh, that's just normal. But until you're doing it, you're not experiencing connection. So what are some of the things that shifted once you started feeling that weightedness in your legs and that presence of you in your body? Like you're feeling safe, but what else starts to happen? So people understand why.
Right. So we've talked about my surrender that I had last October, and then I got the bundle after surrendering. And what I did was I left the energy of resistance and trying to force something that wasn't working in my life. And I stepped into the energy of allowing, and I chose allowing for 2020. So the bundle was the first piece that's when you landed in my life. And I'm like, who is this cosmically delicious, like being? Like, I need to know her. And so I jumped on the bundle, and, the bundle really like propelled me forward with, like, I was doing that work, and the universe saw that I was doing that work. The universe saw that I was responding to the work that I was doing in the self-study. And so the universe was like, oh, she's serious, she's ready. So the universe was able to bring me my next steps. And those
You were bringing you your next step.
Right. And so the next steps were able to come forward because I stepped up, and I invested in myself, and I stepped out to do the work. And I've always done that. I've always been on a self-development, personal development journey. I'm all about that. I'm all about spiritual attunement and growth, and I never stop. It's my jam. And I've had to, though, but it's a gift in my life. And I'm so blessed to be somebody who's like all about bettering myself and learning and growing and expanding and rising, you know?
Yeah.
So it's really opened. Like that was like, then the doors started to open. Then I started to say, I was saying yes to the things that were coming to me, like the flow, it opened up and the flow started to happen. And I was like, wee, like this is fun, right? And so then I just continued on, and I continued on my path and my journey. And then I just knew like it was time again. It was time again to invest.
Yeah. Yeah. You have that sense of like, I can do this, and I want to get past what I don't see, or what I'm not not allowing, even though you're allowing. And that's one of the reasons you're having such powerful quick shifts, is because you're all in. You're like, okay, I'm allowing, I'm open.
Right. Yeah. And we came together, you know, through the Healy, through the frequency device. Right. And then I had that experience with you that Sunday morning where I pretty much was activated. Right. Remember the whole, like, I'm always taking in frequencies and vibrations, but I'm never like returning. The sound isn't coming out, and I'm quiet with my voice and I hold back. And I had that awakening with you. And it was 2 days after that awakening that was like, I so need to like invest. Like that's really, you know what I mean? Like it was like, are you kidding me? Like I cracked open, and it was like, I didn't even have a choice. I just knew.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Next step.
And since then, you've had the experience that you're activating your clients. So I want to talk about that a little bit, but really what I want people to understand, that's so hard to explain before you've been through the activation, or before you've been through that release of the identity of who you think you are. And you were talking about it in your live stream that I've shared on my page too, where, and this is a touchy thing, it's like people begin to hold on to understanding of what they think they are, versus like when you do this work, you're like, oh, I knew this is what I was. So like that's what the activation does, isn't it? So what is the activation from your perspective?
And with regards to my world and the work that I do, especially like I work with women and some children with trauma, like when you have trauma, like you become very protective of that identity. You become very protective of it, right? It's almost like a sacred thing, and so for me to come out and share my message about trauma and conditioning around trauma and being programmed, like it felt scary to do that. But that was what my message was inside of me, that I didn't even know. I wasn't even clear that was the exact message that I needed to share. But now I'm clear. Like, and that is what the activation has done for me. Right? I've been walking out, Val, I've been walking out for years. Like Agnes said, she feels lost. Like I have felt lost in my message. Like I know my message, but I can't quite pinpoint it. Right? I just couldn't pinpoint it. And this is why doing the inner work is so important. It's so important to go inside, take the time to do the inner work, and allow yourself the room and the space for that discovery, and to unlayer and unfold and do the work that you need to do so that you can peel away those layers and get the clarity that you need. So the activation for me was like, honestly, was like permission, almost, in a sense, if that makes sense.
It is, because you get stripped of your conditioning, and then you're like, oh, this is me. Yeah, totally, I want to do this, because your granny and your uncle and everybody's gone from your system.
And I'm like, one of my biggest hangups, one of my last biggest hangups, besides the visibility piece, has been, being so afraid of being judged and what people are going to think. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. That's what the activation will do for you.
I don't care.
Give a fuck. I don't care.
Because why don't you care? Explain why you don't care.
Okay, here's why I don't care. Standing in my power.
Hang on a second. I think my siren might be cutting out your sound. Sorry about it. I'm near the freeway here.
It's just blurring out my swearing.
That's okay. You're in the Valtopia street.
Bleeping my swear.
So you said it's because what? It got cut out.
Oh my God, I don't even know if I remember. What were we just saying?
We were talking about the activation and how when you're clear of other people's judgments, you're
Right.
so
Why don't I
clear on
do
your
that?
own
Anymore? Because I was saying that, like, because of the activation and what I'm going through, like, all these layers are now peeled away, and I'm like staring my truth in the eye. I'm becoming one with my truth, and I'm standing in my power 100%. And when you stand in your power the way I am right now, doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter what you think. Doesn't matter what they have to say. Let them fall away. They're not my people.
Exactly.
And I'm coming out with a message that probably won't be popular with a lot of people. And they won't like it. And they're going to be defensive. They're going to be protective of their conditioning, protective of their trauma, protective of being the victim. Okay, many blessings. Next, because you're not my people.
Yeah, I really love that you're talking about this, because I've felt this way before, but I haven't been through those steps and that stuff. So I've been through my own trauma and my own release, but I didn't go through my brother was in it. And I didn't like the way I saw people I care about take on this blanket of depression and the blanket of anxiety and the blanket of my trauma. And I'm not going to say that, but you said it. So let's talk about it.
And you know what? I can say it because I've lived it. I've gone through it. So I'm saying it. And I don't say that in judgment of anybody, because I've been there. And many blessings and love to them. But my purpose on this planet is to get the message out that there's another way. We're conditioned to believe that trauma is like woven into the fabric of who we are.
Yeah.
We have to, our only choice is to learn how to cope and deal with it the rest of our lives.
Yeah. And that, like, if you touch it, the people are going to explode. And it can happen. It can be very,
Yeah.
But we the way we work is specific, right? It's just,
yeah. And like, my message goes against the grain of society, and it goes against the grain of generational conditioning. Like, don't talk about it. It doesn't exist. And then you have the whole system, the system with all the counseling and all the different things, and the mental health system, and, all the labels. I mean, I'm talking like big, so to come out with this message to say that you can cut the cords to this conditioning. It's all conditioning.
Yeah.
And you can cut the cords, and I can help you cut them energetically.
Yeah.
For good.
It's a culture, isn't it? It's a culture.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm up against a culture, and I'm fine with it. And that's what the activation has done. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm fine with it. Yeah. I'm strong. I'm powerful. I know what my power is now, and I'm showing up.
So good. That's so good. And this is something I want to talk about in relation to the trauma and healers. There's so many beautiful, loving, powerful, caring people who are doing surface level support and codependent surface level, cozy, protection loving bullshit. Like, they think they're changing the world. They think they're changing their lives. They think they're changing the other people's lives. And we're keeping everyone stuck in the loop. We're not actually they're exhausted. They have MS, or they have chronic fatigue. And meanwhile, they're trying to heal others. And it's like, you know what? You need to do the work for yourself first. You're going to get a completely different result.
Right. And I call that's what I call co-signing other people's bullshit. You're just a co-signer. Yeah. And it's a temporary fix, and that's why they keep coming back in the loop, and they keep coming back in the loop, because whatever they're doing is like a Band-Aid. It's a temporary relief, and then they got to come back around the circle again and go through it again. And I'm here to say, no, that's not what needs to happen. That's not how this is going to be. And you can break free and cut those cords, and you can move on and leave that shit in the past, because one, it was put on you. It was never yours. It doesn't belong to you. And it's not you. It's not who you are.
Yeah. Releasing that energetically. The other thing about it too is not only identifying it within yourself and releasing it, but then knowing how to move the energy through your body. And that was a big revelation for you, that, I've been taking in all this information and regenerating, but then you would sort of settle back down into your story,
right?
Because you weren't then recalibrating to that and expressing what was inside of you. So you were still feeling frustrated and like going back to the story that you knew, because you weren't taking that next step of letting it through and out of you, you know?
Yeah, there was an energetic imbalance, and I was taking in, and I'm taking it all in, and then I'm here, I'm clogged. Like it gets here, and that's it. And then being activated with you opened up those channels, and now it's like I can't stop. It's like the sound like just keeps coming out of me, and I'm moving energy out of my body. I'm connecting and feeling the energies when it's stuck and where it's trapped, and I'm able to move it out through the sound. And light languages come through. I'm a channel now for light language, and I'm doing it for other people. I'm sending my light language to people, and it's affecting them. I've activated one of my clients. I mean, it's insane. It's
beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
that's
great.
what I mean. Insane equals beautiful.
I see Agnes said she lost 3 brothers to suicides, but you know what? I'll cope. Agnes, I lost my brother to the same thing, and that's part of why I do what I do and how I've changed my life. When my brother died, I woke up, and our daily choice. We sometimes people are born, and maybe that's part of their mission. You know, sometimes I feel like my brother served his purpose the way he did, and I'm here to do what I'm meant to do. And he really didn't like being alive or on the planet most of his life. So that's part of what motivates me to be who I am. I do like being alive. I always have. And I have natural gifts of understanding how to live more readily and freely. And so that's my mission, is to liberate you to your freedom and purpose, no matter what has happened. And Agnes, almost all my clients have had terrible trauma, tragedy, difficulty, loss, heartbreak, grief. And that's why we rise up in through and beyond it. We're not sitting here because everything is easy for us. It's because we've moved through the difficulty, for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, we just lost my father-in-law to suicide in December.
I'm sorry.
Whole life,
There's a lot of people that have been transitioning over the last year. You know, so much pressure, cosmic transits, and everything changing so powerfully.
We're in a season of awakening right now.
Yes.
Awakening.
So it is, and so I love your passion that's coming through, and I love how you're connecting every time you show up with new clients and new tribe members or community members. And what would you say to someone that is like ready to shift, and they've never really tried something like this, but they know that's what they want to do? What would you say?
What I'd say to anybody, number one, first and foremost, is don't listen to your head, listen to your intuition. Follow your gut and jump. If your gut says to jump and do it, then jump and do it. Don't fight it. Don't set yourself up to be in the resistance of what's meant to be, because the pain is in the resistance. That's
denying what you want.
Out of my life in resistance, and that shit is painful.
Yes.
You let go and you start allowing, and when you choose to allow, everything, portals open up to you. Then it's my response. Like your responsibility is to respond to those portals. And if it feels safe, and if in your mind you're going, oh my God, but that's the last, like I can't afford that, like then I'll be back down to zero. Who cares? Do it, because you know what? It's going to be replenished.
Yeah, you're a different person on the other side with skills that you wouldn't have had, and you each step takes you deeper into what you're creating for yourself. So
I mean, the activation, talk about activation equals cash infusions. Hello, you've been saying it all along, and I'm like, what is this all about? I want cash infusions. How do I get me some of that? Yeah. I'm like, well, sign up with Val and get yourself activated.
Yeah, and you have been. You keep showing up with the healing and your clients. What's that?
I said I've been activated several times, and now I'm like activating other people. I mean, when I realized that night talking to my client, I'm like, holy shit! Like, I think I might have activated her. I'm like, I think I activated her.
Yeah, once you get it, passes on.
I totally recognized it. I'm like, I totally just activated you. She's like, what does that mean? She's been activated, so I explained it, and now she's in Valtopia.
Yay! Welcome. I was just making sure we weren't missing any comments. welcome everybody that you invite that comes through. Jen and all of you, do join us in Valtopia. It's my free group. I'm going to sneeze.
I'm looking a little ragged today.
No, you're not. You know, yeah, I've been so sleepy with this cosmic weather. So thank you, Agnes, for joining us. And thank you, Jen, for sharing your journey. You guys need to check out Jen. For those of you that are really looking for deep, careful, emotional trauma release and regeneration. And for those of you looking to, you know, Jen invested in the Valtopia Biz expansion. And it's a combination of frequencies and art. You know, it sounds fun, but it's actually like a really wonderful investment in yourself and your business to take you to the next level of self-awareness, self-mastery, and limits and boundaries and standards for yourself. Just understanding energetically who you really are, right?
It's fast.
It's fast, yeah. And it lasts, right? It's not like
fast, and it is a blast, but it's fast. Like when I think about the years of counseling and the years of this and the years of that and the years of you know, it's like, and now the work that I'm doing for my clients is instant and permanent. And it's fast. What you're doing is it's fast.
Yeah. That's so important. I don't think people really believe what I say because it sounds too good to be true, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It is really magical, isn't it?
And it's one of those things that, you know, what would I say to people? So like, it's one of those things, working with you is one of those things that you aren't going to fully comprehend or fully know until you experience it. And it's so worth finding out. I told you earlier, it's the best investment I've made in myself in a long, long time. So like, you're not necessarily investing in Val, you're investing in yourself.
Yes.
Right? You're investing in yourself. Val is the channel for you to come out the other side. Yes. Whatever that looks like for you.
Yeah.
And she's a powerful, powerful channel.
Yes. And we set some tight standards for our containers that create results. So it's a practice. Yeah. Yay! I love it. I love you, Jen. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited to see who else you activate and what's coming through, your leadership and your voice. So thank you.
Needed, and I know that now. My voice is needed. I get it.
Yes,
like,
it is.
You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I got my message. Like, I got my message. So thank you.
Thank you. Yay! All right, I'm gonna close you off, and then I'm gonna do today's reading. So stay on if you have time. Yeah, thank you, Jen. Okay.
All right. Thank you, girl.
Bye. Let's see. All right. Isn't that awesome? Thank you, Jen. You're so gorgeous. I'm gonna start a watch party now to get some new crew on, and I love share for card. I have some simple cards here. And we can get this message out because we need more people to understand how powerful you are and how rapid this work is and what the results are. Because there's so many people suffering in a certain level of inaccessibility to themselves and their inherent power. And this work is wonderful. So I have an activation actually for another client in about 40 minutes. So I'm going to read card here and then we will get started. So I'm looking at my video and I'm seeing that it's not the most flattering viewpoint. All right, so let's pull some cards just for the collective here. Oh, look at this. Rebirth. That was the one Valtopia card that was in the deck. That's so perfect. So perfect. Rebirth. All right, so as we tune into the collective energy today on Tuesday, June 9th, the cards coming up are, now this is what we're doing here. Your rebirth into your magic comes as you discover your purpose. Now, some of you are going to be attracted to me, but you're looking to make more money, but you're actually looking to find out what your purpose is and to tune into your sovereign liberty and freedom. And your sense of freedom, as Jen said, your sense of permission to do and be and express who you truly are is what you've actually been looking for when you've been taking all these modality classes, all these certifications, all these leadership courses, all these business expansion courses. And your sacred rebirth is actually about you understanding and knowing your own vision. And that's part of what's allowing Jen to have such a powerful rebirth and to be booking clients in and to rapidly shift into a new sense of self, is her focus and priority on her vision. And her vision is about liberating herself and others from pain and from past programming and stories that are no longer true. And it's so clear because she's gone through the process and she's helped others go through the process just as I have. And so in your leadership, there may be things that you're stepping into in your next level that you haven't fully done yet that I have. And that's why you're looking to work with me. You want to feel that next level embodiment of your leadership. And there are some doubts and insecurities because your current identity is still associating with the part of you that is no longer here, and you really are ready to take on the leadership that you desire. And as Jen said, it's so rapid. When you cut the cords to your old identities, you really take a look at your own perspectives and take stock of the energy in your body and learn mastery. This process of next level leadership and money, instant money creation and instant healing is about this awareness and self-mastery. And so let me just pull an animal spirit card, and then I'm gonna get going. Come on, look, no card wants to come out. There we go. Oh, I love it. Eagle. I hope Keisha's watching. Eagle, ready to soar. Ready to soar. So there it is. All right, if you're looking to expand into your next level of income, the next type of clients that you're looking to serve, leaders, activating leaders, if you're a spiritual leader and you're looking to connect more deeply with your audience, with your clients, if you're looking for your clients to show up in a way that's more powerful and you're kind of disappointed, that's a reflection of your own depth that you're ready to go into. That's a reflection of the level of responsibility and expansion you're now ready to take on. And this work will allow you to rapidly embody your vision and to have your sacred rebirth and to express your voice and to be visible in a way that is aligned to your higher self and not perhaps this current identity that's telling you that you can't, or that's keeping you a little bit too concerned about other people's opinions and judgments. Like you're really not expressing what's coming through you because you're a little bit too worried about what other people think, even though you've done the work and you think you don't care. You don't have that I don't fucking care energy that Jen has because you're so steeped in your purpose and your passion, and knowing that you're bringing in the money too. That's a good feeling when your prosperity is aligned to your purpose, and that's what we're doing here. So if you're ready to align your prosperity and purpose and really show up with the kind of impact and illumination that you've always known you're meant to, and you're done with the loop, then I want you to go to valtopia.com and apply. I have 1 or 2 spots, and now the time is now. So check it out and let me know. And I'll see you on the next stream. Own your frequency. You're the miracle. Thank you, Agnes. Thank you, Jen.